Hello world, how you been? Good to see you, my old friend.
I fell on hard times and I left, and I started drinking.
Deep depression, major depression, and domestic violence. And I ended up in the street.
Drug problems and dysfunctional relationships. And it progressed and got worse. I ended up losing my nursing license. I had completely lost everything.
I went through a marriage that dissolved. I lost a job because of my disability.
I just got out the penitentiary, and I went to another place, and Haven for Hope was recommended for me to go there.
Well, I've been fighting homelessness for quite a while now, but I kind of settled on heroin for over 22 years. I was stuck on that.
I was a successful corporate account exec for a major computer company. I had a very healthy salary, a home. My mom lived with me in Atlanta. She got sick. San Antonio was her home. So I brought her here. She passed away. And my life just tanked in major depression. I just lost hope.
I was assaulted and beat up by a few people, and I was injured quite bad. Due to the fact that I was injured and couldn't work, the place where I was living, the apartment complex I was living in, evicted me. I was homeless. It wasn't supposed to happen to me. I mean, I'm an educated man. I'm accredited. These things aren't supposed to happen to a guy like me, so I thought.
They had a new program opening called the In-House Recovery Program for Women that December, and it was suggested, and I was like, no, I don't have a problem, I'm not like them. In denial. And I'll never forget, and that night I prayed, and I woke up that next morning on the 29th with this fire that I needed to do whatever I needed to do, and I had to surrender. I had 15 years of sobriety, 15 months of sobriety.
I've had issues with substance abuse my whole life, and I would quit for a while, and I would think that I'm dealing with the problem. Okay, Mark, you have this part of this aspect of it, you know, got to get rid of some of your old friends, and you have to do this aspect. And I thought I was doing it right, but I wasn't. You have to deal with the core issues of what originally made you start wanting to be someone that you weren't, or to change your feelings. And it wasn't until I came here that I actually did that.
I was raised in the church, but I was not spiritually connected, and I found my spiritual connection here.
I knew God had something that He was doing in my life. I had to first find who He was, and then He put direction in my life through Haven.
Spiritualism's right there, and it's all over that place. It's all over that place.
The spiritual part of my life right now is the thing that I'm really relying on. I really don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds the future right now for me.
We're not putting a roof over people's head and just food in their stomach. They're actually teaching them to go back to work, to read, to get your GED, to go to college if you want to.
I had a course study of basic financial knowledge, social skills, just certain requirements that I need to attend certain classes on a regular basis. Everybody has to do that. And I was happy to do that because I learned a lot of things.
I started doing classes, and I began a part of the job training program. I chose custodial, the custodial program. Somebody must have noticed my dedication and decided to hire me on. I just like to take a messed up floor and transform it, sort of like my life, you know, and make it new again.
I was introduced to job coaches and took part of resume classes. I'm a sales associate at Furniture for a Cause. I really enjoy working here. I love working with the customers.
I work at Toyota Texu, at the Toyota plant. I'm considered a team member where there's parts control, where I feed the line to where they're building Tundra trucks and Tacoma trucks. I got my job lead through Haven for Hope. See, with Haven for Hope, what they do is they'll give you job leads and give you all the tools you need to go find a job. And they gave me coaching for the interview and stuff like that. And I did exactly what they taught me, and right on the spot, I got the job.
I went ahead and went with the on-the-job training program. My job is to be support to those seeking the services through the Center for Healthcare Services, whether it be mental or housing, but I'm there to reassure them that it's possible. I have been through the same situation.
So Alamo Colleges has a representative here, and I took the Active test and I started school last spring, and I'll tell you what, I liked it. If you would have asked me a year ago if I'd have been going to school and liking going to school, I'd said, you're crazy. And I never would have even had that opportunity if I didn't come here.
I am a customer service rep at KGB here in San Antonio. I accept calls for one of our clients and dispatch repair technicians to resolve whatever problems they're having with the product.
It's leaving, knowing that you're on your own again, it's freedom, but knowing that you're able to be self-sufficient.
I have my own little apartment. It's a single bedroom apartment. You couldn't imagine the feeling of going into your own apartment, going to take a shower, coming out, sitting at a table, fixing something to eat, ordering a pizza, watching TV, reading the newspaper. I mean, it was a totally different environment for me.
I celebrated my 58th birthday in Prospect Courtyard. And now, 2 years later, I'm going to celebrate my 60th in my own place. And it's the first time in about 4 years that I've been able to be in my own place of residence, fully employed, self-sufficient, and if it weren't for Haven, it would have taken me a heck of a lot longer to achieve that.
They even have the family dorms. And to see kids out there that somebody told me that the families were homeless and living out of cars, some of them with their kids, and they're here and the kids are out in the courtyard playing. That is absolutely beautiful.
I lost my job, I lost my house, lost my car. Just things didn't work out, so I decided to make a decision for my kids, and so I left there and I went to Haven, and I got there, and as soon as I got there, it was just, as soon as I got there, they helped me, fast. Caseworker, Christina was just perfect. Everything was just good. I got on the road fast. I didn't waste no time, and 8 months later, I got my GED, and I was out of there. Everything's just good. I like it.
I have custody. He'll be finished school in May. So in May, he'll be living with me 100%. He came out on a Christmas holiday and spent the month with me. So we had our first Christmas in a long time with just me and him here at this apartment that Haven for Hope gave me.
I'm a single mom, and I'm blessed to have 4 beautiful children. And we were doing okay for a while until I became ill, and I had to have surgery. And then there was complications, and I couldn't work for a long time. And I don't have any other supplemental income coming in or anything like that. So if I don't work, I don't get paid. My family has nothing. We're just glad to be able to stay together and stick together, and that Haven has given us that opportunity. They've given us shelter and comfort. Besides room and board, there's a great support team here that is willing to help you in any way that they can.
When I was at the bottom and rock bottom, and I felt hopeless, I remember crying on my knees and asking God for help. Where I used to cry from despair, now I cry from joy.
I really like Haven for Hope. I tell everybody that. It might sound funny, but I really like it because it's given me a new life. It makes me It's making me still a better person, and most important, a better father.
I've been truly blessed by everybody here. Everybody's been showing compassion and their love, and it's helped me, and it's changed my life. You know.
I've got my housing on my own, a full-time job, permanent, so I am very happy, counting my blessings and being very, very grateful to Haven for providing all that they were able to provide.
I'm not going to limit myself anymore. I'm not going to put limitations on myself like I used to before. I would say, Mark, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to do that. They won't accept you. As long as I accept myself for what I am and what I've done, and just carry on from there, there's no telling what the future holds for me.
I want to be an example for success to the people that I meet. I want to work with Haven for Hope, showing folks that are in the position that I was 2 years ago that, yes, you can do it.
It's so good to see what can happen with those of us that have to fall into downtime. Made me stronger. Wouldn't have happened to me had not been for Haven for Hope. Wouldn't have happened. Don't know where I'd be. Not real sure. I'm loving life. Can't wait till tomorrow. Can't wait till tomorrow.